Hey everyone, it's Carrie. How are you? I am here today to do the video number 3 of the Hidden Meanings of Your Home series. This is a 20 video series. I'm going to talk about every area of your house. I'll be on here every day for the next, 17 days. And just bear with me for a second. I am sharing this into my group. So there's 20 different areas that I'm going to talk about, and it's fascinating stuff. My goal in writing this stuff into my book and teaching about this is to get you to think about your home in a whole new way. And when you discover the hidden meanings or the symbolism about the different parts of your house, I really think, for me at least, it made me realize, wow, I'm going to take care of that differently because now I see it in a different way. And hopefully that's what you're going to get out of learning these things too. Hi Sue, how are you? So if you guys have any questions as you're popping on, or if you're coming on and watching the replay later, just go ahead and tag me in the comments and ask your question, and I'll come back and answer it for you. I'm going to take a moment to introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Carrie Miller. I am the founder of Feng Shui Pathways and author of the book Feels Better, Flows Better, Feng Shui for Inspired Living. I work with people who are totally aware that their surroundings have an effect on them, but they aren't quite sure how to optimize their space to make sure it's supporting them in all the areas of their life. And so using Feng Shui, we work together to create spaces that are warm and welcoming and that they really like to be in. And most importantly, that are energetically uplifting instead of depleting or distracting. So it's really a powerful thing when you take advantage of your surroundings and make them work for you. And that's what I like to teach people about. Hey Leah, how are you? Thanks for joining me. So today we're going to talk about living rooms. And this is probably the most boring one of the hidden meanings, because I think the meaning is kind of obvious to everyone. But I'm going to share with you how you can take a look at your living room and learn some things about you and your family and your relations. So anyway, so it's kind of an obvious meaning, but living rooms traditionally are gathering spaces, and they're places of connection. And if you think back to, 100 years ago when there weren't TVs or other things, people would gather in the living room around the fire, and they might, be knitting or talking and chatting, and they were all connecting. It was a time to connect and come together after a busy day, and that, is what living rooms are really meant for. Typically, living rooms are a little bit more of an active space than some of the other areas of your house. So, a bedroom, you would want to be very yin and relaxing and quiet and a little bit darker. But living rooms are more active. You can do things in them. You can, play games in them, have conversations, come together, watch TV, do those, connect with maybe some guests or visitors. So it's really more of an active space, and energetically, it usually reflects that. Living rooms, I get a lot of information from looking at people's living rooms, and so this is what I want you to do when you're after you get done watching the video. Go take a look at what your living room is saying about how you are all relating together. So for example, when I walk into somebody's living room and I see, all the chairs are kind of pulled up close and they're all facing each other, and it really looks like there's a place where everybody can sit down, come together, hear each other and see each other and connect. And really the focus is on each other. That tells me something about what's going on in the space and what the relationships are like in the family, and what's important to the family. Also, I can go into a space and see, all of the furniture is really spread out. It's bounced against the walls, and it's all facing, instead of facing each other, it's all facing the TV or facing the fireplace. It can show a little bit more that maybe there's a little bit more distance between the relationships, or maybe even there's just the focal point is really other activities and not each other. So it really gives you a clue. And the thing is about all of the spaces in your house, you get to choose how to deliberately set it up and what it encourages by how you set it up. So keep that in mind. Go take a look in your living room and see if there's any way, if you feel like maybe your family is a little bit distant or not connecting as well as you like there. Is there a way that you can rearrange the furnishings to bring people together, to help them focus on each other more than an outside object? Living rooms are also usually the place where family and friends will come. Visitors are welcome into that space. It's the part of your home where you kind of allow others to go, where there might be private spaces like bedrooms or other areas where guests generally aren't invited. The living room is usually an open area where anybody can come in and be part of. So the design and the decor of the living room really should be something that helps you convey whatever it is that you want your visitors or your company to know about you. So it might be a place where you share, images of, vacations you've taken that you'd love to talk about or share with your friends, or things that are important to you. I can think like maybe a sign that says gather or home, or other things that show maybe values that are really important to your family. Those things that you want to share and that you feel comfortable welcoming others in to know about, the living room is really the place to put those things and to share them. The other thing I want to tell you about is, take a minute to sit in each seat in your living room and kind of look around, see how it feels to sit in that seat and how you feel, because there are seats that will be more comfortable than others. Generally seats that are in the command position or the power position, which means that they're kind of backed up to a solid wall, and when you're sitting in it, you can see the room in front of you. That is kind of considered a more comfortable spot to be in. But take a look and feel how it is with all the seats, and see if there's any way you can adjust individual seats to bring them closer together, or to make the person who's going to be sitting in that seat feel more comfortable. Also notice, maybe there's somebody in your house who is, not feeling great or not relating well to others. Take a look at where they usually sit and see if there's any adjustments you can make that can kind of bring them in or feel more welcome into the family connection. So even though it's kind of a boring hidden meaning, kind of an obvious hidden meaning about what living rooms mean, it's a really powerful place because you can make some big adjustments that can shift overall relationships and how the family is relating together by looking at how the living room is set up and working. So, hi Tara, hi Rebecca, how are you? Thanks you guys for coming. Hi Charlene. Charlene, welcome, you're new here. It's great to have you. So I'm going to be back here for another 17 days. I have tons of topics to talk to you about. There's a lot of interesting relationships that other parts of your house have. We're going to talk about the plumbing and what that means and can represent. We're going to talk about heating and ventilation systems and closets and attics that all have kind of a little more mysterious hidden meaning to them. But when you start to realize what it's reflecting or what that symbolism is, it might make you take a different look at your space and change things. That's what it did for me. Anyway, it made me really respect my space a lot more. So hopefully that's what you guys will get out of this video series. I'll be back here again tomorrow, probably sometime around 10 or 10:30 with another video. I also wanted to invite you to a program that I'm offering on June 17th. It's at 7 p.m. It's an online video lesson about Feng Shui. It's called the Feng Shui Prosperity Intensive. And I am going to be talking about all the tips and all the resources that I know that you can place in your space, all the adjustments you can make in your space. Leah, you're going to move some furniture. Awesome. I'm going to be talking in the Prosperity Intensive about everything that's prosperity, abundance, energetically creating and calling in the energy of prosperity and abundance. into your space. So there are specific areas of your home which are related to the energy of wealth and finances, and we're going to talk about that. But if it goes beyond that, a lot of people are familiar with the Bagua map and how to find their wealth corner. We're going to talk about that in the class. But there are features of your home that are specific to creating wealth and abundance and calling in the energy, as long as you're using them right. And there are also features of your house that can very easily pull the energy of money away from you. And so I want to make you aware of those and help you shore those up so that you're not leaking financial chi or energy that will take financial energy away from you. There's so much to cover. There are special enhancements that you can call in to bring in the energy of abundance. When you are trying to feel more rich, when you're not feeling rich and abundant, you want to really change your mindset first. But as you're changing your mindset, if you're typically telling yourself the story that you don't have a lot of money, it can be hard to rewire your brain to remember that money's just energy and it's easy to attract. And so when you use your outside environment, your space around you, to remind you with prosperity reminders, it will really help you change that mindset and call in the right energy. So it's really going to be a powerful program. And I'm offering an early bird special right now if you sign up for it today or in the next couple of days. It's got a special price of $108. And I'm also including as a bonus for people who sign up early, my new ebook, which is Money Magnifiers for Your Home. And in this ebook, I talk about 3 different money magnet enhancements that you can create and place in your home, which really call in the energy of prosperity and money. Got tons of other also bonuses, which I'm including to everyone, which is, hi Margaret, how are you? How to use your wallet, Feng Shui for your wallet, so that you're holding and respecting and honoring money in a way that calls in that energy, and also crystals and essential oils that really have the most prosperous energy to them, because all of that can really shift the vibration of your home to the level that makes it easy to attract all of that for you. I'm going to post a link below in the comments for anybody who's interested in signing up for the Prosperity Intensive. Again, it's June 17th at 7 p.m. It will be recorded in case you can't make the live video, and all of the other resources are going to be included as well. If you guys have any questions about Living Rooms, if you come back and you're watching the replay, just say hi to me. Let me know where you're watching from, and put your comments or your questions in the comments and tag me, and I'll come back and answer them. Thanks so much. I love that I'm including crystals and oils. Yeah, there are specific crystals that are very much have the prosperity or prosperity energy, and also protection energy for keeping your finances intact. And I love using that. And essential oils, there are a couple that are really powerful for raising the vibration of your space and feeling very rich and abundant. So I'm excited to share all of that with you guys. I hope you'll join me for that, and I hope you'll come back and join me tomorrow. We're going to talk about dining rooms, so that's another interesting one to talk about. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.